Well, sure. You want to tell me a little bit about you and Conrad?
Well, he doesn't. He doesn't know it, but there is a magic shop. There used to be a magic shop on the south side of Chicago called Izzy Rizzy's, and Izzy Rizzy was named after Mike Rezimensky's dummy at the time, or when he first started out. Anyway, I worked for him. He owned Biddo Magic. It was a magic club restaurant where they would do table magic and stage shows. And I got called a lot to do. People call you to do clowning. Since people are terrified of clowns now, they very rarely do that. You know, with killer clowns from outer space and stuff, movies like that. People kind of shy away from it. But back then, though, that was like a big deal, and they seemed to want clowns all the time. And I can do makeup and I can do it, but I was trying not to do it. So I go in his shop one day, and I see a Conrad Hart's figure sitting up there. I think it had girls' clothes on, which isn't real good for a boy. I thought it was a boy clown. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be. It looked like one to me, though, but he had a bald head, so I figured. But I said, you know, I could probably use that. And then when people call me for a clown, I could just go as a ventriloquist and take this, right? And don't have to put on any makeup. And he's like, that's a great idea. So I think he gave me a deal on it, and he too, because I worked on it. And then I had the clothes changed so it looked more like clown clothes. And then there was a guy in Chicago who used to make clown shoes. And Ringling and other clown places, when they would go through, you know, circuses, when they would go through, the clowns would all have this guy make shoes for him. His name was John Schooner, but they used to just call it John the Clown Shoemaker. And he was an old, like an older Polish guy. And he did all hand work, and he would measure your foot to make sure it all fit. So I had been there before. He made my chaplain shoes, and so I said, you know, when you go on to these conventions, these clown conventions, you take these little tiny clown shoes that you make. They're still pretty big. I mean, they're like this big, but, well, I don't know how I can show you with my head. Yeah, they're a little bit bigger than my head. So I said, I want a pair of sample shoes. And then I took the clown in, and he's like, okay. So he made little sample shoes for him. And then I remember when they were finished, and I took them in. He powdered the shoes, and he put them on, and it was like, how do they feel? And he's like, oh yeah, they're pretty good, you know. And yeah, I'll be walking all around in these, you know. So, but it was just funny, and it is pretty cool looking clown, you know, the clown, and he has these huge shoes on. They're really nice. They're nicer than a lot of guys, if there's anybody doing that much anymore. It's better. They're nicer shoes, but Conrad. So I don't even know if Conrad knows that I have that figure that he made, because he sold it to, you know, Izzy Rizzy bought it from him,
mm-hmm.
and then I bought it from them. So